Hey guys, it's me, Susan. I am here to rant. I love ranting. It's so much fun. Okay, so I am fed up. Fed up with dating. Like, all you people out there who have significant others, I know that sometimes they piss you off and sometimes they, don't take out the trash when you ask them to, and sometimes they, don't listen. Or if you ask them to find something, they say they can't find it, and then you go in there and you find it. But you still love them and they still treat you okay, and so you stay with them because the good trumps the bad. And you guys should just, don't take that for granted, because dating is terrible. So, as I'm sure you're aware, I'm not really the going out to bars type. Like I said before, I don't like to go out by myself. All my friends are like, in relationships and have their kids and they have lives and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just me here by myself with my dog who will not lay down. And, that's fine. They're entitled to have that. They deserve to have that. So I don't have anyone really to go out with me. So I don't go out. Luna, off the bed. You know better. Sorry. I don't let Luna on the bed right now because she's shedding, and I don't want her to get hair all over my bedspread because then it ends up in my mouth and my nose while I sleep. So, anyway, my friends, they're too busy to go out with me, and that's fine. But I don't go out by myself. I am too afraid to, because I just don't like being out alone. And B, it's really not a good thing to do, murder-wise. I don't want to get murdered at all, or anything in that class. So, I just don't do it. So I do what, millennials do nowadays, is I online date. So I do apologize if anything that I say offends you. I'm just going off my personal opinion of things. So if the following online dating sites have worked for you, then that's great. Congratulations. I'm really happy for you. I'm just speaking purely from experience, so please don't put my head on a spike. I do online dating. I've tried being like, a loose term. I've tried, like, talking to guys at my work, but most of them are married, so I don't really talk to them. I mean, not in that way. And then, a few of them are gay, and I wish they would be my friends. But, and then there are the fair few who are single, and most of them, no offense to people in accounting and finance, but most of them are giant nerds. And I'm a nerd, but not that kind of nerd. Like, I'm just not, that's not none of them I'm not an ounce sexually attracted to them at all. There are the fair few, but they have no idea I exist, and I try to make my presence known, try again being a loose term, and I'm basically the invisible woman in there. I feel like I'm generally the invisible woman everywhere. And please don't be surprised if I start to cry, because it's going to happen. It's happening now. Okay. I came back from that. All right. So, anyway, dating at work is hopeless. Maybe if I worked in the actual home office, it would be different, but I work at GBS, which is basically everyone in finance in Walmart works in this building. So, like I said, they're mainly all older married dudes. So that's kind of a bust for me. So, when I first started dating, I tried Tinder, which was a mistake. I met someone on there who, in my opinion, he probably wouldn't tell you this, but in my opinion, I think he used me. He just used me, which is sad. It's sad because, and here I go. It's sad because, not to sound full of myself, but I know that I'm great relationship material. Great relationship material here. That's what this is. And, yeah, I'm not some skinny girl that, all your friends are going to be like, oh, dude, your girlfriend's so hot. Way to go. Score. Ugh. But I'm real. You cannot get more real than me. Like, seriously. I don't have anything to hide. I know what I want. I respect myself enough to know that, I deserve more than this shit. And, like, I have many talents, both in and out of the bedroom. I'm just saying. Sorry, I keep going in the dark. I'm sitting on my bed and trying something different. It's obviously not working. We'll get it right one day when I have my vanity. I have a lot of talents, and I'm funny, and I'm smart, and I'm hilarious. I said funny, but I felt like it needed to be said twice. I just have so many great qualities of a girlfriend/wife, and I just wish that someone would give me a chance. Sorry, I'm crying again. If you watched my last video, you saw the thing hanging above my bed, and now you know it's pretty damn true. So, Tinder wasn't good for me. I'm not a casual relationship person whatsoever. Tried that, failed miserably. I obviously am very emotional. As I don't know if this is the correct use of this, but as Drake would say, I'm in my feelings. All the time, constant, in my feelings is constant, that never gets shut off. So casual relationships don't work for me because I get too attached to a person who has no want or desire to be attached to people and me. So Tinder was not good for me. I do realize that people have found love on Tinder, and that's great, but I feel like that's the main purpose for that platform, and I know I'm not what anyone's going to be looking for on there, sex-wise, because I don't want to have casual sex with people. Plenty of Fish, I tried that next, did not like that. Again, I do apologize if these things have worked for you, or if you're on there trying to find whoever. I find Plenty of Fish very trashy. I mean, when I was on there, I had so many guys messaging me, I couldn't even keep up. And one of them asked me, I've tried it twice, because my friend told me to give it another chance. So I got on there again, And like the first guy to message me asked me if I would be okay with friends with benefits because he thought I was so beautiful, and he told me that he would buy me stuff. So he was basically trying to, I don't know, pay me for my services. Didn't know if he wanted to be, treat me like a prostitute or a sex worker, or if he wanted to be my sugar daddy. But either way, I was not interested at all. So that, kicked that off real well. Kind of how I expected it to go. I don't know. I don't like plenty of fish. I don't at all. So then I tried Bumble. Bumble is what I'm currently on now. Really have a love-hate relationship with Bumble. I appreciate how, you have to talk to when you match with someone, you have to when you match with someone, the girl has to message the guy first. So I know that seems weird because I was like, what the fuck, the first time I heard it. But that's to prevent them from like, oh, hey, here's my dick. Like guys for whatever reason like to do. Because for some reason, some of these guys out here just think that women walk around all day just dying to see a picture of a penis. Newsflash, we don't do that. We don't want to see your penis randomly. Now, if we ask for it, that's a different story. Sure, then you can send it. But don't just be randomly sending your junk to somebody because, no, we don't want that. And some people like me who are super polite, and the words of Karen and Georgia are ringing in my head, fuck politeness. But I'll just be like, oh, wow. Or I'll be like, ooh. I don't want to see your penis. Unless we are in a sexual setting, don't show me your junk. Simple as that. No one wants to see your penis. Sorry. Anyway, so I do appreciate that where, girls message first, so we're not bombarded with dick pics. The thing that I'm struggling with Bumble, and I'm sure, this isn't like happening to everyone. It's probably just me. I match with people all the time. I match with guys all the time. I say hello. They never message back. It's gotten so bad that I now have a disclaimer on my Bumble profile that says, don't swipe right if you won't message me because it's fucking rude. It's rude. You're just giving someone false hope that, hey, maybe this guy is the one. Maybe this match is gonna be the guy that I'm gonna end up with for however long a period of time or forever, And then you just sit there for the 24-hour period that you have to respond to your message and you can't say anything? Really? You can't even be fucking polite? Like, hi, how are you? You're obviously on Bumble for a reason. You obviously swiped right on me for a reason because you liked what you saw or you liked what you read in my profile. But when I actually try and speak to you and put myself out there, which is really hard for me to do, you're just gonna ignore me? Okay. Well, I'm fucking great, so it sucks for you. And then you've got the guys who do message you for a day, and then you never hear from them again. But you don't delete them because you're like, well, maybe there's a chance that they'll just come back. And want to talk to me again. And it's like, why would you want them to come back and talk to you? They stopped talking to you for a reason, so bye. And then you've got the guys who message you and all they want is sex. And it's like, this isn't Tinder. Get the fuck out of here. Right now, I've been talking to this guy that I matched with on Bumble for, we've been talking for a month and a half. And I know that nothing will ever come of it. Not even him just being like, hey, can I come to your place and have sex? It's been 6 weeks. And he has not made any attempt whatsoever to meet up with me anywhere. Not even like at a fucking grocery store or whatever. So, honestly, at this point, I'm just talking to him to have someone to talk to. And, but yeah, all he talks about is sex all the time. So, I mean, sex is great, but my life doesn't revolve around it. So, I really don't want to talk about it 24/7. You feel me? So then there's, Match.com, which I'm currently, I have a profile on there, but Match costs money. My friend Emily, hey Emily, my friend Emily told me to try it. That she was like, these guys are actually paying for this dating site. That I would think she said, I would think to me that means that they were more serious. And I was like, well, that makes a lot of sense. So I made a profile on Match.com. And I have yet to pay for a subscription because you have to pay 6 months up front unless you want to pay basically the 6 month or like 3 months of the 6 months as, okay, I'm being really confusing. So, like, for 1 month by itself, it's $42. But for 6 months, it's like $21. But you can't just, like, have an auto subscription for 6 months. You have to pay for all 6 months up front. I don't have that kind of money. I have 2 fucking jobs. If I could afford that, would I have 2 jobs? Probably not. So, I've had this profile now on Match.com for 2 months, and I have like 65 notifications and 25 or 30 messages, and I can't fucking see any of them because I haven't paid for it yet. So there's probably all these guys on there that are like, God, this bitch is just not even saying anything to me. And it's like, I wish I could, but I'm broke and I can't see anything that you have sent me. Yet they send me emails like, oh, so-and-so wants to meet you. It doesn't say their name. It just says, oh, 23-year-old from blah, blah, blah wants to meet you. And I say 23 and you're like, Susan, you're 29. But yeah. I had a 19-year-old the other day come up on my notifications, which made me laugh. I was like, okay. Like, you literally just got out of high school, but whatever. So, I keep getting all these emails of all these people who want to message me and who have sent me messages, and it's like, you have these things in common where he, just like you, he doesn't smoke, and just like you, he wants kids in the future, and it has a little place for a picture, but it's just grayed out. And I can't go see what the message says because I don't have a paid subscription. And it's so frustrating. I just got a notification that someone wants to meet you on Bumble, and I guarantee you, if I swipe right on them, that bastard is not going to talk to me. Can you see? Can you tell I'm just a tiny bit frustrated? I've been divorced for almost 3 years now. And I haven't went on a date in over 2 years. I'm frustrated. And I mean, I know that, you know, good things happen, you know, in time, and you have to be patient. I've been patient for 2 years. I'm finally in a place in my life where I'm confident in who I am. I know who I am. I know what I want in a man and in a relationship. And it's like I just keep getting handed assholes left and right. Someone who wants me to be their side piece while, you know, they have a girlfriend that lives in their house. Someone who wants to engage in a conversation with me and act like he really likes me, but then only wants to come over to my house. He never wants to actually take me on a date, and then he just blows me off. Someone who asks me on a date and then stands me up and then starts working at my job a week later and seriously stalks me around the building, and then like 2 months later asks me on another date, and when I say no because we had a date and you stood me up, he doesn't even apologize. He's never even, you know, spoken about this date that we were supposed to go on that he stood me up for, never said a word about it, and then says, "Forgive me." So I tell him, no, we can be friends, but I'm not interested anymore. I deserve better than that. And he says, "If you say so." And still continues to follow me around the building wherever I go. It's like he's always there. I'm just sick of it. I have been through so many shitty relationships. I've honestly, never had a good one. I have been cheated on by every single person I've been in a relationship with. I have endured so much hurt and grief from these guys. I deserve something awesome to happen now. I've kissed my frogs. Where's my prince? You know? And I just keep getting handed these fucking frogs. I'm done. I'm so absolutely done. You know, it's hard being such a hopeless romantic in a world where no one believes in that anymore. It's hard. And I get that guys aren't really like that. Guys aren't like guys in books and in movies, and I understand that. But I don't think that loyalty and faithfulness is too much to ask for. Like, that's literally my only requirements now. Like, yeah, there has to be some kind of physical attraction. I think that's a necessity. That's kind of like an underlying necessity. I don't really think that needs to be on the list. That's kind of a given. But, I mean, if you're funny and, have a good head on your shoulders and take responsibility for things and a hard worker and you're loyal and faithful, I mean, shit. Come my way. I don't even care. I am so attracted to personality traits that makes guys physically attractive to me. And you can ask any of my friends. I have liked some real not very attractive guys in my time because I am so attracted to a guy's personality that the rest just really doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Like I was saying earlier, yeah, you know, you can go out and get yourself a 10 of a girl and brag about her to your friends, and you can all discuss how hot she is and blah blah blah. But have you seen old people? They're old and they are all wrinkly and, you know, they're just old. And have you ever seen what they look like when they were young? Most of them were 10s. And now they're just like, you know, some of them are just, we're all going to look like that when we're old. So does it matter that you have a 10 on your arm, when a 10 in looks, when she's like a 1 in personality? No. You guys are going to get old and you're going to be like, why the hell did I marry this person? Because now she just looks like an old lady. And she has nothing else to offer. So, that's my 2 cents. This is me ranting about dating when you're 29 years old and everyone sucks. Like, please. Just, if anyone knows anyone who's not an asshole and they don't mind the, you know, extra stuff going on, like, you know, send them my way. Don't send me an asshole, because that's a great way to not be friends with me anymore. Just saying. I apologize for crying at you. It happens. You're my friend. I'm gonna cry at you. It's just in the friend contract that, you know, you sign when you become friends. Don't know where I was going with that. Okay, so I'm done crying now. Sorry, I'm fidgeting again. Actually need to go back up to my mom's because my parents are still in Mexico, so I have to watch my grandma. So yeah, we'll probably watch the Royals game, and they're playing the Yankees again, so like last night, we will probably lose. Oh, again, if you're gonna hook me up with your guy friends or whatever, tell them that this girl, she likes sports. Not basketball. I hate basketball and golf and tennis. Who the fuck watches that? But I love football. Football is my jam. And I love baseball. And I even like NASCAR. Watched it growing up my whole life. And I really want to get into watching hockey. Excuse me. So, I'm a fan of violent sports. So, hockey's on my to-do list to start watching this year. I have a new friend named Whitney. Hi, Whitney. Who actually lives in Nashville, and she's an avid hockey fan. So, she has told me when hockey starts and stuff. So, I think I'm going to start watching it this year. Because I've always wanted to watch. I mean, hockey's not really a big thing in Arkansas, so I mean, I want to say that the U of A has a hockey team, or they had one at some point. I mean, and if they do still have one, I've never heard anyone talk about it. I think I read it online that they had one or have one. I've never heard anyone speak about hockey here. So, I mean, at the U of A. So, yeah. So, tell your friends, this girl likes sports. I like football so much that I watch the NFL draft every year. And I get really upset if I can't watch it. And it's like one of my bucket list items to go watch the NFL draft live. I am dead serious. Dead serious. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. Sorry that my makeup is gross. I've been wearing it all day long. My face is shiny, and my lipstick is like all over, and my foundation is coming off my nose. And yeah, it's just great. So, thanks for watching me rant. Sorry that I cried at you. Find me a great guy. And yeah, thanks for watching. Love you guys. Bye.